Let me ask you something. Have you ever said to yourself, oh, I know I should work out or go to the gym or plan my meals, but I just don't feel like it today. I just feel so unmotivated and I don't understand because I want to lose weight, but I'm just so unmotivated. Or maybe you've thought it's just easier to just start fresh on Monday if it's not a Monday today. Well, what if I told you that every single time that you feel stuck, it's actually because of one thing? Thing is that your brain is wired to avoid pain as much as possible and to chase pleasure, okay? Right now, it's actually tricking you into staying in your comfort zone, okay? So I want you to drop a yes in the comments if that sounds like you. If you've ever been any party of that where you feel like, I know that I want to lose weight, I want to get in better shape, but I am just so dang unmotivated, all right? So what we're going to talk about today is number one is why this happens, and number two, what you can begin doing to overcome this. So thanks so much for joining in and watching. Let me know if you have any questions and drop any comments below as well. So imagine this, all right? You're standing on a playground and you're looking at a seesaw, teeter-totter, whatever you want to call it. And on one side is pain, and on the other side is pleasure, okay? Every decision that you make is like standing in the middle, leaning one way or the other, okay? And I know that sounds overly simplified, but this is the truth. This is the way that it goes. Now think about tracking food or going to the gym, doing something that you know you need to do, but you're just losing or haven't found the motivation to do it. For most people, that side of the seesaw feels heavy and it feels like it's heavy with pain, okay? It's effort, it's uncomfortable, it's another thing to add to an already busy day and a stressful life, right? Is this making sense? But what about the other side? Okay, the pleasure side, that sitting on the couch, skipping the gym, or grabbing takeout because it feels easier, not cooking, not tracking. It's instant relief, or as I often call it, instant gratification. Okay, now here's the thing. If you only focus on the immediate rewards or consequences, meaning the immediate payoff or the immediate consequences that don't feel good to you, the pain, unfortunately, this is what's going to keep you leaning towards your comfort zone, all right? But on the other side of this, if you start to shift your focus to the long-term pain of staying stuck instead of the short-term pain of doing your workout or of tracking your food or planning your food, whatever that might be, and you instead focus on the pleasure of feeling healthier, stronger, more confident, more energy, a better sex life, fitting into your clothes better, you're going to start tipping the seesaw in the other direction. And it won't take willpower and it won't take discipline for you to do this. And what you're going to find is that you're going to end up feeling more motivated to do the thing that you thought took discipline and motivation before. So the main thing is that when you shift your perspective, you begin moving forward, because if the comfort zone of my life is what I'm focused on more, sitting on the couch, eating my, Doritos or whatever it is, instead of eating this other thing that feels painful, or instead of going to the gym or going down to my home gym, etc., then as you can imagine, I'm going to choose, even whether it's consciously or unconsciously, I'm going to end up choosing the one that feels the most comfortable in that moment. But what's happening is I'm trading what I want right now more than what I want most of all. And this is all because of pain versus pleasure, okay? Let me know in the comments, is this making sense so far? This is one of the things that I see so commonly with people where they're like, I do really good, and then all of a sudden I just lose my motivation. And it still stands the same thing, as what's happening is when you start doing your weight loss program, you're noticing the pain. I can't do this anymore. My pants don't fit right. I can't fit in this dress. I can't do this thing. And I'm afraid I'm going to get passed up for a promotion. You hit that freak out moment, and what's happening is the pain of your current level exceeds the comfort zone of wanting to eat the foods that you want, which again, in my program, you can do that anyway. You just got to do it in moderation, which I teach you how to do. But you're in that moment, you're not focusing on your comfort in that moment. All you can focus on is your discomfort, okay? And the reality is that once you start losing some weight or start getting into a little bit better shape, the pain level that you started with is now less intense, which now means you've got some comfort back in your life. And when you've got comfort back in your life, if you're not focused on the long-term pain of what you're trying to get out of, you've reduced the pain level that you had. Now you're feeling more comfortable, and now you're back to that comparing comfort versus comfort or comfort versus pain. But it becomes that you're focusing on the short term, the instant, instead of the long term. And that's what I want to help you overcome today by simply asking yourself what you're focusing on so that you can make those shifts or have a paradigm shift, if you will. Okay. Let's see here. I want to make sure I don't forget anything. I take a lot of notes here to make sure I'm just moving along. Okay. So the bottom line here is that the pain of staying stuck, low energy, poor health, frustration should outweigh the discomfort of taking action. Okay. And that's what ends up happening when you're focused on the long term instead of the short term. Okay. But the reward of feeling stronger when we're focusing on the long term, feeling more confident, proud of your progress, if we're focusing on that instead of the current comfort zone, now this is going to motivate you to push through those tough moments. So it's not about being motivated to go work out. It's more about, well, if even though I don't feel motivated to work out, I'm motivated to get this weight off. And I have two choices. I can go work out and move the needle closer towards where I want to go, or I can stay stationary and watch this episode or rerun of something I've seen that I know is going to be there whenever I get back. And I know that I just push myself further and further away from the comfort zone that I truly desire, the confidence, the energy, having the, well, a lot of times people feel more confident to get promotions. They feel more confident to start that business or to go out on a limb to get more clients. And when they don't feel confident in themselves, they don't do that. So that's what you've got to begin thinking about is what is your life really experiencing, or what are you really experiencing in your life right now? Is it as comfortable as what you think? And I'm not talking about sitting on the couch. We're talking about the overall standpoint of where you are in your life. And what I want you to do is to begin thinking about the things that you normally complain about to other people, to your friend, your girlfriend, your sister, your brother, whatever it is that you normally do, your spouse. And I want you to think about all those things. I want you to think about the last time that you tried on clothes. I want you to think about the last time that somebody asked you to be in photos. I want you to think about the last time that you tried to do something with your kids or grandkids and you couldn't keep up with them and how that felt. Or if you're like other clients that I've worked with, I want you to think about the next time that it's time for the pool and you are tempted to wear a shirt over your bathing suit because of the discomfort. These are the things that when you focus on, this is nothing but pain. And if you're focusing on this, this is what leads to what we call your underlying motivation, also known as your big why. And that big why is going to push you. It's the emotional fuel that drives you to the goal of losing weight or to get into the shape that you want to be in. But at any given time in your journey, if you forget to look at the overall point of view of pain compared to the instant gratification or comfort zone, or compared to the initial pain of working out, this is what's going to keep you, well, actually, if you're focusing on the long-term pain, this is what's going to keep you moving. Whereas if you do the inverse, it's going to keep you stuck. All right. So with that being said, here's what I want you to ask yourself every time that you're tempted to skip a workout or go off plan. Am I avoiding the short-term pain of effort of working out, tracking my food, planning my food, etc.? Or am I staying stuck in the long-term pain of where I am and where I don't want to be? So if you shift your focus to the reward, but not just an instant reward of, oh, I just feel good because I'm sitting on my couch, the reward of getting out of where you don't want to be, the energy, the confidence, the results, you're going to stop sabotaging yourself and you're going to start moving forward. This is how this works. Now, this is something that I've done for 20 years with my clients. And almost every single time that I'm working with somebody that they lose weight and then they stop losing it and they regain it, it's usually because of the fact that the pain level decreased and their comfort zone increased. And when we're comfortable, guys, we don't take action. It's just that simple, okay? So hopefully this is making sense. Hopefully this helps you. And again, if you shift the focus to the long term, meaning the long-term pain of where you're at and the long-term results that you're going to get when you take these actions, that is going to help you to get motivation to do the things that you may not feel like doing. Here's the truth. I work out usually, right now I'm doing 3 days on, 1 day off, and so on and so forth for my workouts. Now, that's not what most of my clients do. Most of my clients just do 3 to 4 days a week. That's all. And they're about 30 to 40 minutes of working out. It's not that long, and it's not really that bad, especially when you're thinking about things that you've done before: diets, potions, shakes, expensive supplements, working with a trainer, paying $80 to $90 a session for a trainer, not getting any nutrition or accountability outside of those workout sessions, and thinking that you're actually doing something. But then as soon as you stop with that trainer, now you don't have these habits or principles to keep you going, so you stop. And this basically keeps you in this loop over and over and over again. I want to help you to get out of that, okay? And so it all starts with recognizing that pain versus pleasure is what is at the root of this. Because again, when people typically regain the weight, it's because they lost some, the pain level decreased, now they're comfortable, and the motivation decreases. Well, yeah, because you're not in as much pain, and that pain lights a fire under our butts. So the thing is, for me, if most of my clients are working out 3 times a week, they're basically trading 90 minutes a week of working out to get into the best shape of their life, to have confidence, again, a higher sex drive, more energy, to turn the eye of, or to turn their head of their spouse again at them, to build up romance again, to have the confidence in their career and in their business. All of this stuff happens for exchanging 90 minutes a week in the gym or 90 minutes a week in your home gym. That's a really good trade, in my opinion, and it's been in the opinions of my clients. So if you begin to shift on this, I promise you, you're going to find yourself motivated to take action where you didn't have that motivation before. And you're going to realize, well, even when I'm not motivated to work out, I am definitely not motivated to stay where I'm at, where I can't fit in the clothes that I want, and I continue to lose and regain the same 20 to 50 pounds over and over again, okay? Let me know in the comments, is this making sense? Hopefully it is. So if you feel like you've been stuck in a cycle of starting and stopping, or letting short-term comfort win out on over long-term progress, I've got something for you that I promise is going to make a big, big difference for your life. I want you to go ahead and take my weight loss unblocker quiz. And I realize that's not a word, but unblocking is exactly what this quiz does. You right now are blocked from having long-term permanent weight loss success, where you're able to get fit and stay fit without feeling miserable or living on diet food all the time. And let me just tell you, I don't do that. I eat the foods that I want. Yes, I eat healthy 80% of the time, but 20% of the time, where most people are afraid to enjoy themselves and have a Snickers or a soda or a glass of wine, I teach my clients how to build that in to the plan, so there's never any reason that you have to derail or fall off of some proverbial wagon, so to speak, okay? So taking my weight loss unblocker quiz. So it's going to help you to figure out which of the 6 weight loss traps that you might have mistakenly fallen into. And it's taken me a long time to figure out what those 6 traps are. But in doing so, about 8 to 10 years ago, it actually set all my clients free. Because when we see that you're falling into one of these 6 traps, now we know where to pinpoint and what to fix, so that we can make better progress that keeps you going, okay? So this is going to help you to stop spinning your wheels and to finally make progress in a long-term way. Here's how it works. You're going to answer a few quick questions about your habits and your struggles, a little bit about your goals. Then you're going to get a full weight loss report that pinpoints what's been keeping you stuck, but it gets better, because you're going to walk away with simple, actionable solutions. And again, this is coming from my 20 years of fitness professional experience, and it's going to help you to get unstuck for good, finally. It's completely free, first of all, and it's the first step to breaking out of your comfort zone and taking control, all right? So go ahead and click the link in the description box below, or if you want to, you can drop the word quiz in the comments, and I'll go ahead and send it to you, all right? So just to wrap up, I want you to remember that every decision that you're making is a seesaw between short-term pain and long-term pleasure. So you're in control of which way it tips completely, all right? So you want to focus on the rewards, again, the long-term rewards more than anything. Push through the early or the immediate discomfort and keep moving towards the life that you actually want. Now, my final thing is, I want to know, what's one decision that you're making today or this week that's going to tip the seesaw in the right direction, all right? So that could be something, as simple as I'm going to start tracking my food because I keep on, going over my calories, or I keep on eating foods that I know are not helping me. Or maybe it's I'm going to do what my clients do, which is I'm going to schedule 2 workouts in my calendar, in my phone this week, and I'm going to stick to them the same way as what I would if it's a doctor's appointment. So that can be one decision. One final decision that I would really implore you to make is going to be to write down all of the negatives that you've got going on in your life that cause you to want to lose weight. And you want to be as detailed as possible. So you're going to get out a piece of paper, you're going to draw a line down the center, and everything on the left is going to be all the things that you hate, that you don't want to experience anymore, that are all painful. So it should be like, I can't fit into my clothes anymore. The clothes that I often have to choose are not the ones that I really want to choose. I choose ones that cover and hide up and hide things instead of the ones that flatter, and instead of the ones that make me feel more attractive or more confident or what have you. All right. You want to start listing things like I have low energy, I can't keep up with my kids, or my libido is super low. I don't like looking at myself in the mirror anymore. I crop myself out of photos. Guys, I know that these are painful, but I promise you, if you will do this and you will begin to write down what these are, it's going to liberate you. And then on the other side of this, I want you to begin writing down all of the things that you believe or perceive you're going to get when you're in shape. I can finally fit into clothes anymore, or fit into clothes, and I won't have to worry anymore. I won't have to feel embarrassed when I'm at the dressing store trying on clothes or asking for something from some little size 0 something who's trying to hand me clothing that's, that I feel like is way bigger than her or him or whatever is going on. It might be certain things of like, when I get to this point, I'm going to finally have the confidence to go out for that job promotion. When I get to this point, I see myself being more confident to ask him out, to ask her out. Or I finally will have the energy to go on family vacations and not be the guy that's sitting in the lawn chair or the beach chair because I don't have the energy, the stamina, or the athleticism to keep up with my family, even though they're snorkeling and doing fun things. Or maybe it's like one of my clients who said, I'm tired of worrying about if I'm going to have to pay double for a seat on a plane because of my size. And then it's embarrassing. Or it may be something of, I feel like I'm always the biggest one of my friend group or my community. These are all things that can be painful. And if you flip it, where it's like, I'll finally no longer feel like I have to worry about the plane seat or being the biggest one of my group, etc. That's what you want to focus on, okay? So this is how we use pain versus pleasure to our advantage to get the best results and to finally get the life that you want, all right? So let me know in the comments where you need help. Let me know what decision that you're making, and just know that I'm cheering you on. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys all on the next one.